That ain't bad. That's a keeper. Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. We're going to go on another search today looking for some beautiful places. Hey, I'm headed out to Bushwhacker Lake today with Natalie and Warren, and we are going to meet at their place and caravan together. Those little ropes you see on the front of the Jeep when I'm driving is ropes anchoring down the front of the kayak, so at least it points forward, flopping around on the top of the Jeep. This is going to be a fun adventure. That green Toyota 4Runner looks like it's almost ready to go. Natalie and Warren and I yacked a little bit about some of our recent upgrades to our rigs, packed some final things, and we were back on the road. Southwest Missouri is not a long drive from Tulsa, and there are a lot of things to do if you like the outdoors in Southwest Missouri. We took Route 44 straight up to 43 through Joplin and then north to Bushwhacker Lake. I'm becoming a little bit more affectionate towards this area. I like the flat plains, the rolling hills a little further to the east, and most of all the quietness. We are headed through the downtown of Joplin, Missouri, and this is one little cute town. They are like not rebuilding but refurbishing all these old buildings, and it's just a cute little happening place. So we are headed up 43 north out of Joplin. We're going to end up at a conservation area. It's not hunting season. There are no seasons going on there right now, and there are some campsites there. It got its name Bushwhacker Lake from some historical events that happened back surrounding the Civil War, and if I read it right, there were pro-Union soldiers or guerrillas that would come in from Kansas into Missouri, which was a slave state, I remember, if I remember that right. And then they would come over and make raids into Missouri. Some of them were pretty brutal. I mean, they were basically against civilians and farms, and so some guerrilla warfare started, and they really started around this lake. If I understand correctly, they were called bushwhackers, and they were basically doing ambushes around this area, and the lake got its name from those bushwhackers who were ambushing pro-Union forces. And the name bushwhacker from that point on became a little bit more of a guerrilla term for southern forces at that time. So, oh,
It's kind of a mess, but our history. But anyway, we're gonna have a good time camping. No mess there.
Didn't take us long to leave the pavement. We got into the conservation area and headed for the campground. The weather doesn't determine if I set up my shelter or not. I am in such a habit that it is the first thing I do whenever I get to a campsite. Shelter first, then worry about everything else. This is a beautiful day. It's just the beginning of fall with just a few little edges of the leaves changing color. It was pretty. Nice temperature. Natalie and Warren got their rooftop tent set up. I got my Cosmito tent set up, and then we just went and explored around our campsite a little bit. And boy, am I ever sorry I did. I just have to tell you, if you come to Bushwhacker Lake during the camping season, it is a really good idea to do something to protect yourself from ticks. They got down in my shoes and left me with some welts. I didn't leave one on for any length of time, but boy, did I have an allergic reaction to ticks at Bushwhacker Lake.
Yeah,
but
let's go.
don't take it bad. This was a great stay. I still don't know how those ticks got in my shoes. They didn't get anywhere else. But boy, they just crawled right down in my shoes, and we stayed away from the leaves.
Time to get a little dinner started.
A little tip, if you're gonna sanitize your hands with alcohol before you cook, make sure it's evaporated before you light your fire. Okay guys, I got me a new Gas One stove. That's that compact little orange stove there, and that's what I was aiming for, was compact. You just slide the little Gas One canister into the stove, and this is just how big it is. And when it packs up, it's just that size. I am warming up a whole box of pierogies, and I'm just going to brown them today. My friend Mark is going to join me tonight. His wife is out of town, and he is a bachelor. He is the gentleman that I mentioned in my video about Prairie State Park, and he came and checked out that park for me in advance, and told me a little bit about Bushwhacker as well. So he is joining us for dinner tonight. I have made some extra sausages and lots of pierogies, and hopefully I don't poison my friend.
Well, that's where we came in from today. So, yeah, we've been living there for about a year. Okay.
Where do you hail from?
Well, all over.
Okay, now you are my place. Well, my brother made a short stay at Ramona, about 5 or 6 years. So.
And yeah, I was reading something about that the other day, how it used to be a kids' town. You really wanted to keep the kids all around now.
Yeah. Well, everything was raced out on the dirt. Now, I mean, it's all on, almost all on concrete and barns.
We enjoyed our dinner together, good conversation, and took in a great sunset. And Mark brought something new and introduced me to something new in camping, and that is cider packets with some hot water. I had no idea that cider packets could be so good around a campfire in the cooling air of the evening. It was good.
Tomorrow night with the old 12-step program.
I think we should. I think that would be really funny.
My name is Eric, and
Welcome, Eric. Hi,
I
Eric.
am powerless to
Yes.
It's about 9 o'clock here under the stars. I've just got mesh up above me to the open air, and there is a moon off to the south. And campfire still going. Just gonna drift off to sleep here, and I'll see you in the morning. I think I love just about everything about early morning. I love the light, I love the quietness. I love the fog when that happens. I love making my coffee early and just taking in the fresh, clean, new air from a new day.
Come here. I didn't know you were going to be here. How'd you get out here? Did you meet your mom and dad are up, huh?
With the fog, the overcast morning, I figured it was a great idea to get out on the water with the kayak and see if I could catch some lunch.
Check it out. Come on. This is a second go.
Warren was kind enough to help me port my kayak down to the water and give me a little push off.
You push it, dude. Yeah.
ready?
I'm ready.
Good, healthy, largemouth bass, but just too small to eat. The treble hook really stuck in this guy and had to use my pliers to get it out.
That ain't bad. That's a keeper.
Mission accomplished. I have caught something to go along with my lunchtime burritos, and I'm headed back to clean my fish and stick it in the fridge.
I call that a monster crappie.
a little foil, a little bit of oil, and we're gonna bake this thing on some hot coals. Hopefully we'll get it to the point where we can just get the meat to come right off the bones, and it will go right into a burrito. It's warm. Natalie had some fresh pico de gallo, so how could you resist putting that on your burritos?
At one remote stop, I see the determination in the policeman's eyes, and I know I'm in for the long haul. In my usual style, I stop the Jeep on the road, kill the engine, and settle in for a 10-minute round of handshakes and greetings.
I found Michelle had put a packet of triple cheese in the fridge, so on the burritos it goes. Look at that skin coming off there, man.
That's the other side. Yeah, just go in there and twist. I would say that's done. That looks done there.
I'm just gonna peel this off.
If you're wondering, I did taste the crappie, and it was really good. It was not fishy. It wasn't overly strong. It was just very pleasant. All the extras I put on my bean burrito really didn't hide the flavor. It was just delectably detectable. It was good.
There are no bottles or labels anywhere in sight.
Can you imagine?
No. Absolutely not. Because one of these guys don't even have shoes on. None of them are clean shaven.
I did good. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. I know.
It's official, dude.
Remy.
One, two. That's my crappy burrito. Crappy again. That's crappy.
For the afternoon, we just lived under this little canopy of trees. It was a nice grove. It was a good sunbreak, a good windbreak, and the temperature was just pleasant. We talked, we read, we laughed, told all our good stories. About sunset, we got hungry again, and this time steak was on. Beside my steak in that Lodge cast iron pan is just some spicy cauliflower that's one of Michelle and my favorites. And in the foil beside that is a plantain that Natalie and Warren are having for dessert.
Get ashy tortillas. Yeah. Fire is hot. Be a problem. Grab it. Fail. Fail, Army. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Slap it. I like the way you slap it, Eric. Oh,
Which is good.
That's hard to do, to be in the present. And
It really is very hard to be in the present. I live a lot of my life in the past. I think about the past a lot and think about the future a lot.
I've been doing that more lately, and Michelle will say that to me.
Yeah.
She'll say, man, you know, you're talking a lot about the stuff in the past. And I'm like, yeah, I'm having a midlife crisis. This is better than the other ways to have a midlife crisis, right?
That's true. Yeah.
He goes camping and buys an old Jeep. That's the extent of his midlife crisis. Go for it, baby.
That's right. Not even a new Jeep, an old Jeep.
Right. Zing. No, he didn't. He didn't respond. Like, he didn't, right. Been out there a long time.
The sunrises and sunsets of western Missouri are beautiful. Some of that on the horizon is dust, kicked up by the wind and the dry conditions at the moment, but this is all right. Bushwhacker Lake is 4,700 acres, and the surrounding area contains prairies and forest and old fields, cropland. There actually is some crop planting, maybe to bring in some wildlife. And there's some boat ramps and 3 separate campgrounds and a nice fishing dock. It's a pretty nice place to spend some time.
Second night out here at Bushwhacker Lake, and it's a little bit after 9 o'clock. I'm going to turn in. It's been a good day.
I slept really deep and really good, and I was probably up at the crack of dawn today. There was just a little bit of glimmer of light on the horizon when I woke up. Today I got my coffee and oatmeal in me before the sun could make it above the horizon, but it's coming. It's a beautiful morning. I think this may be one of the most magnificent sunrises that I've ever been able to capture with a drone, with the colors, with the clouds, the humidity, the dust. It's pretty good. I told you on the ride here that there were no hunting seasons going on, but I was technically wrong. This morning is actually the beginning of archery season. There were a couple hunters that joined us in the campground last night, and they took off early this morning and headed out at 4 a.m. trying to find a deer. Bushwhacker Lake definitely hit the spot for a weekend getaway. Oh, those tick bites are kind of easy to forget. This was really good. I'm coming back. Maybe I'll wait for some snowfall next time. Well, thank you for joining us. Come back next time. Me and my brother Brian are going to explore the Wayne National Forest and Burr Oak State Park and try to catch some fall colors for this year. With all that junk hanging off this Jeep, man, even that Dodge Ram stayed away from me.
Oh shit!
Burrito down. Burrito
It's okay.
down.
It's okay. You can wipe that off.
It's just a little dust. It's all right. We'll see how hungry I am.